So you said you've had people writing to you about the Wise phone?
Yes, multiple people, like real life friends that have seen your videos,
just
I guess.
Update for people. I have a dumb phone that's called a Wise phone. It looks like a smartphone. It has maps, group text, voice to text, photos, but zero internet. And so I've been talking about that on previous shows. So a lot of people have.
So here's the issue I have with your phone.
Yeah.
Friends of mine that are writing, they're like, how's the picture quality?
It's not great.
It's not great, but you don't have a photo library.
Yeah, I think they're working on that.
Okay.
If you go to camera here, it says beta. So they are working on. See how it says beta by camera?
Oh, okay.
Right, so they're working on it.
Yeah, so I feel like if you had a photo library, it would be much better. Like, it doesn't need to sync with Google Photos or whatever, but it's like just being a mom taking pictures of
that's a good point.
kids.
I mean, the cameras really have taken. I mean, people don't have cameras anymore. They
Right.
don't go somewhere with a camera unless
Right.
they're professional photographers or something.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that. But, I spoke to one bloke about it yesterday. He's going to do it. And then Derek did it. My mate Derek.
Yeah.
Hey, how could it? You think you?
Yeah, so
feel free-
Elizabeth
yeah.
Evans, Tim Evans is thinking about it.
Oh, he's got to do it.
Chantel,
Gotta do
husband's
it.
thinking about it. Maybe
So here's what
Someone
Derek,
else
this is
told
what
me.
Derek said, because I told him to get this Wise phone right, and he said he texted me at 4:29. He said, "I'm a Wise phone boy now," and then 2 hours later, update: I'm already experiencing withdrawal.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for him.
What would it take for you to? Do you see that as a problem in your life? Would you ever? Your smartphone, I mean, for those
Yeah, no, I know.
for those
I know,
watching, I mean, just
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I really enjoy my Marco Polo.
yeah.
I do it for work. So I have an Among the Lilies group, and these women are amazing and beautiful, and it really is like a
Yeah,
online Catholic community.
that's cool. Yeah,
And then I have friends that I used to be in women's session with, so all my Canadians. I like knowing what's going on in their lives. I like talking to them as I'm
Yeah.
folding laundry, cleaning
That's fair.
dishes,
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I'm okay taking social media off of it.
Okay, yeah.
I don't use Twitter. I'm never
No, that's
on
cool.
Facebook.
Yeah, because I was, and I've never made the point that everybody needs to get rid of it. But yeah, I just wonder, without, this isn't me saying you should get rid of your phone. Keep your phone, it's great. I'm just wondering, because we don't really actually talk about this. Have you ever thought to yourself, this is just too much? So maybe that means, as you say, deleting social media and keeping Marco Polo, or do you not really notice that? Because you're able to deal with large amounts of chaos. Remember Patty said that of James? I say the same thing
Yeah.
of you. You're able to deal with large amounts of chaos quite aptly. I have a shorter bandwidth, and so I tend to get overwhelmed quicker by things.
Yeah. One of the watches I got, I don't have it on now, but I recently had to get a smartwatch for my blood pressure and heart rate just because of my health stuff. And one of them turned on messages. I did not like that. And so I was like, what is going on?
I cannot understand why people would
And,
want to do that. Do
and
you
so-
have a smartwatch, Neil?
I don't.
I just know what. It's tethering yourself. You're literally tethering yourself to the internet.
So I like my watch without that setting turned on.
Mm-hmm.
And so my watch tells me the time. It tells me my blood pressure, my heart rate. And so I've had a couple days where I'm not feeling well and I check it and I'm like, okay, no, I need to sit down. My heart
that's
rate's high.
helpful. That's actually been helpful,
And then
that thinking.
I'm not taking my blood pressure medication. I
Why?
should probably talk to my doctor about it. But I don't know if it's because of the compression socks that I'm wearing every day, but my
Yeah.
blood pressure's gone up.
You seem better.
Thanks.
Since when have you felt that way?
So I stopped taking it when I was in France because I was like, my blood pressure is awesome. And then I was like, I'm just going to skip my night dose. And then I kept checking it and I'm
That's
like, it's
great.
okay.
Yeah.
So I need to talk to my doctor, but it's a steroid that I was on. I'm like, I don't want to be on this. The less medicine I can be on, the better. I still desperately need my gabapentin and I need my IBS stuff. So there's other medicines I still have to take, but viewing the heart rate. So the other night when I got crazy sick, I think the issue was my heart rate went crazy high, but I didn't have my watch on, so I don't know.
Okay.
And times that I'm...
I'd say that was what happened.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Yeah. And times that I have had it on and I feel lightheaded or dizzy, it's really low. And so I sit down, I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait till it goes up. So the watch is convenient for that. But I'm glad I don't get every text message. Especially I'm on a group text with my family. I love my family. When I put my phone down and come back after an hour, there's 58 new messages. So I just don't keep up with them all.
Okay, so this might seem like I'm praising myself, and maybe I am, but I can't tell if it's because I get overwhelmed quicker than other people, right? Because that's a deficiency, perhaps. But it might just be that I'm aware of something that other people aren't immediately aware of.
Yeah. I think that's true. I think you're more aware of yourself and your heart and your mind and what's going on with you. I'm clueless to it. And I think it may be a temperament thing.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I wasn't trying to contrast myself with you. I'm just people in general.
Yeah, but I think that may be part of it.
Yes, I think you're right.
And same with Patty's more like that, right?
Yeah.
And James is just like big picture idea.
Well, and it was sorry, I cut you off. Go.
No, go ahead.
Well, just the idea that you process things externally.
Right. So Marco Polo helps me process stuff.
Yeah. You find out how you're doing by speaking. I find out how I'm doing by sitting and thinking.
Yes. I think that's probably the more virtuous thing.
I don't know.
Is to sit and think.
But as you say, I think it is just a temperament thing, and it might neither be virtuous nor vicious, but just how things are. Because the other day you were feeling frustrated about something I said, and as you started talking, it was like you're like, oh, and you said it out loud. Yeah. Whereas I was like, well, we've been dealing with this for 5 hours now. Maybe, didn't you know that when I said that 5 hours ago? You had no idea until you said it. Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
And I appreciate you believing me and not being like, no, you were hiding that back. Because I think sometimes people think that of people that are more like me, where we just, and they're like, oh, you've been brooding on that and keeping it secret. And it's like, no, I had no idea what's going on.
You don't do that. You don't brood, I don't think.
No.
I'm really blessed about that.
It's not that I don't have time to. Yeah, I think it may be that I don't have time to, or just, I don't know. It may just be like my ADD too. I have like a million things going on in my head.
Yeah.
And I do think that putting up the phone and putting it away, like I sleep better when you're home and you're like, let's be done with the phones for the night. Mm-hmm. Where if you're not home, it's like, oh, I'm just going to order this thing on Amazon. Oh, I'm going to finish my Marco Polos. Yeah. And then it's like, how in the world is it midnight? Like, like coming here today.
Yeah. No, let's do that, because that was hilarious. So we were supposed to go live at 12, and I call you at 11:45. I'm like, Cameron, where are you? And you're like, I just looked at the clock, as if that was an excuse. Like,
okay,
how is that an excuse?
5 minutes before you called me. I'm in my robe. I'm getting ready to jump into the shower. Yeah. And I was like, let me see how much time I have. And I look and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I just grabbed the dry shampoo, start spraying my head down because my hair was all greasy. Yeah. Kind of pulled it up in a pony. Not really. I think it may be going one side or the other. And
I nearly asked, why is it called a ponytail? And just as I said it, I realized that it's a pony tail. Yeah. I've never made that connection before.
The tail.
Isn't that stupid that I've never thought about that?
No, it's not. It's just one of those
I've never had a ponytail.
That's true.
Pipe cleaners are another one of those things. So I remember once being like, pipe cleaner. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like that clip, be sure to like and subscribe. Cheers.